Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got another Wiha tool haul for you here. I like ordering. When I order from Wiha USA, I try to order quite a few things to save on the shipping because I'm like you guys, I order a lot of my stuff off Amazon, so I get that free shipping, but you can't get the good Wiha stuff on Amazon. First up, we've got a sort of a demolition style hammer. It's the X heavy duty with the micro finish slotted. So I got this for I guess what we've affectionately come to call a beater driver. I needed something a little more heavy duty than the screwdriver that I was hammering on. And so I got this one, and it is tang through. This thing is very robust. It's real heavy. It's got that awesome Wiha sort of in the palm action here. I really feel like I got a hold of that thing. Actually, let's get it out of here. So yeah, the roll stops on Wiha aren't like the best, but they're okay. That does stop it. Anyway, this has the, as you can see, it's tang through. It's got this nice huge strike cap on the end. It's got the area here where you can grab it with a wrench and give it some extra torque. I'm not sure what's going on the end there. I don't know if that's hardened. I'm guessing it is. I couldn't figure out on the website. After I saw this, I looked it up on the website, but I didn't see anything. I'm guessing that's just hardened end there, the tip. You can kind of see that different color there. So the special feature of this, though, other than all that, over there we got the made in Germany. So unlike the Wiha stuff that you buy at the box store, if you order it from Wiha USA, you get the German-made stuff often. There's your information if you're interested. So the special feature on this is the micro finish handle. So you can probably see that this is a different color from the normal Wiha red that you're used to seeing. I don't have a Wiha, actually, I might have one. Yeah, so here's the Central Fix bit driver, and then another standard, just a smaller standard driver. You see the difference in the color there. This is more of a dark, it's a maroon color. This is their standard soft finish handle, and here's another one. Here's an example of it in gray. This is a smooth rubber, and then the logo is the plastic. These are a nice, comfortable handle. It's what they call their soft finish. The micro finish has a sand-blasted surface. It's harder. It's the same, it seems to be, I don't know if you can tell that there is even a texture on the logo. So it seems to, yeah, in this situation, you have the soft finish where it's sort of blind. There's these blind cutouts that just let the back plastic through. And so that's the same material. Same thing with this little Wiha logo there. But on this, as you can see, the handle and the logo, which that logo is, I mean, that's not just not focused. That's just a shape. It's like it's like you can kind of see where the word Wiha would be, as in the case of, let's see if I can make that focus here. You can, yeah, there you guys. In the case of here, you can see that Wiha. So this is really, you just get the shape, because this isn't a bleed through of the underneath material. It seems to be also that same coating. It's got the same texture. Or, you know, now that I think about it, maybe it's just the fact that this is all put together and then sandblasted. But this is just for, why the sandblasting? It's just for extra grip. You know why. If you're working on automobiles or in a wet or slick, oily environment, this is what you want because it gives you that little extra grip where it won't slip out of your hand like this nice, smoother, more rubbery feel will. In circumstances where there isn't a slick environment, this is actually more slick to the touch than this. This grips your skin, where this is more for friction when it's wet or oily. So bear that in consideration. I got the micro finish because I just wanted to see it and check it out and review it for you guys. I didn't get it over this finish for any particular reason other than that reason. So yeah, there you go. That's sort of a demo hammer, or excuse me, a demolition, sort of a chisel driver, a hammerable brute force tool. We'll see how it does. I'm sure it's going to do great. It's a big hunk of metal with a handle on it. That will be handy. So yeah, nothing more to that one. All right, next up, just a couple of, let me see here. Just a couple of accessories. You throw these extra stuff in when you're ordering online, light stuff. This, there we go, are made in Germany. This is the precision screwdriver holder. So I work on electronics. I haven't really done any of that on this channel, but I grab this here. I'll take you over here. I actually work on vintage synthesizers. There's a 1982. Okay, some of you guys know what that is. 1982 Korg Poly 6. The first analog synthesizer that had presets. Anyway, this isn't a channel about that, but so point is to say I do a little hobby fiddling around with vintage electronics. So I've been meaning to set myself up on a little electronics workbench, and this is sort of part of that vision. So this is, I'm not sure if it's made for that screwdriver. It does not seem to be made for those, but I have, hold your horses, these little precision drivers made in Germany. Oh, come on. Maybe this mat underneath maybe this mat down here is a bad idea. Yeah, these little made in Germany precision drivers, and I wonder, yeah, I mean, that works, but it doesn't quite seem to be made for those. That's actually in there really tight. Yeah, no, you see, it seems like it's made for a very specific, whoop. So that'll work. Okay. Well, I'll have to choose my 5 favorite, 6 favorite. Anyway, so that's something. Anyway, and then it has this little small parts, little screws and nuts and bolts holder there, a little tray there. So that's cool. But then I also saw this at checkout. Oh, yeah. And it's another one of these for the precision set. So the reason that I bought this set is I don't remember what it was supposed to say, but it was supposed to be in German, like say like screwdriver, Schraubendreher. Some German can correct my pronunciation of that. Or precision set. It was supposed to say, it was supposed to have the German words here. It did on the picture, and so I ordered it as a novelty because I fiddle around with the German language as a hobby. So as a novelty, I wanted that. But unfortunately, it came and it was in English. It just says precision set. This one's built a little different. It's they both have the slot for just slipping it down over some screws. This one obviously doesn't have the tray. This is a hard plastic, where this is more of a soft, bendy metal. And this has these stainless steel, what looks like maybe stainless steel bars in it. And you know, now that I'm fiddling around with it, yeah, those come out, but I don't think they're supposed to because there's glue on there. So just a little cheap thing. I don't know what that's for. Perhaps to keep those in there. Give it some weight. Keep pressure on the sides here to keep it from deforming. I don't really know. But anyway, so a couple little novelty, not really novelties, they're practical, but those will be a nice little addition to a tool wall workbench for my precision drivers and also any other small drivers I have. That was just a little preview, saving the best stuff for last, the bigger things. We'll throw these out here real quick. This is just a slimline bit. It's a posi drive bit for the Wiha slimline stuff. My slimline bit driver is out in the garage. If you've seen my channel, you've seen it. If you've seen any of their slimline stuff, it's really nothing special here. This is 1,000 volt. It is. I say nothing special. These are fantastic. Little insulated drivers. It's 1,000 volt rated, and there is just no. You can barely feel a transition there between the coating and the. It's very thin. Very get right down in little areas. Anyway. Nothing special about that, just a little posi drive, slimline bit. And then we have, after spending so much money on their website, they always throw in an extra one of these. If you haven't seen these, this is a nice little, oh, hello, so that way. Okay, this is actually different than the ones that I've seen before. So normally, let's see if I have one. Yeah, so here's what I thought I was getting. Little bits, and then your bit holder here. But these are the 1 inch, so this is like the 2 inch option, and the way that it opens is that just flops back and you can pull these out. So there you go. This is, we've got looks like a 1 and 2 Phillips, a 1 and 2 square Robertson, and looks like maybe a couple, what do we got here? Is that a, yeah, T20, T25 maybe, T25, and a bigger one. Just a T30. So yeah, there you go. Nothing special there. Just those handy dandy Wiha bit containers or holders with the little flip action that makes them kind of fun to fidget with. I fidget with these until I break them. All right, I've always wanted one of these, and I've never bought one. This is a tiny little one. So we've got 1 meter, little folding ruler, and it is centimeters on one side and then inches with fractions on the other side. So these are, frankly, I don't know why they have these that go out so long. This one is a meter, you know, so kind of see how long that is. I would never measure a meter with that. Or in freedom units, 39 inches. Oh, that's interesting. That is, oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't have it all the way folded out. But what I often struggle with when I'm working or I'm using a tape measure is getting up close and personal on something, marking stuff when you have the little tape measure biting and you can't lay it flat. And this is just a little easier version for that. And I got a tiny, tiny small one, but the smallest one I could find so that it sits unobtrusively in my tool belt. So there we go. That's that. It looks good quality. I don't know what you want to know about this. These are what they are. This is plastic of some kind. It's not like wooden, like the older, the ones you see in the flea markets and stuff all the time. Yeah, just a bunch of German phrases. Something that I don't know. I don't know what those words mean, so I'm not going to translate that. Oh, there we go. Swiss made. So Das is made in Switzerland. We got long life. It's like a logo. Looks like they got some kind of long life technology. Don't know what that is. But when they put a logo on it, that means it's some kind of a tech. Anyway, nothing too exciting about that. Okay, getting into something a little bit more substantial. I have been undertaking to slowly replace all of my electrical sorry, I was focused. All of my electrical tools with insulated because it's safe. It's safer. These are honkers. These are bigger. Let me get some other ones here. Okay, that's your standard Klein. I guess these aren't honkers. I guess these are the ones that I've been using in my electric toolkit. The ones that I have in my general toolkit are slightly smaller. They're the US made, what's the brand with the blue handles? Dang it. Channel Lock, which I like Channel Lock. They make very affordable and very quality US made durable tools. But anyway, so you can see that these are pretty similar. Let's just do a little comparison here while I'm at it. Obviously, we've got dipped handles. We've got comfort grip handles, which actually is probably what makes these seem so much bigger. They are, if we line them up at the pivot point, they're a little bit bigger. Not really much. They do feel just a little heavier. Anyway, they both have this crimping point here. So not really much. I'm not gaining anything with the Wihas except for the little striking point here. That's the joke, right? This is the electrician's hammer, and they've gone ahead and nodded to us. I'm not an electrician, but I do beat on things with this. They've gone ahead and given us a little striking point that'll keep it on a nail or a fastener of some kind, a little bit better than just raw steel. These are, of course, I've kept these clean, but you can see it's hard to keep that stuff clean. But these are really loose and opened up and ready to rock. These not so much, a little bit stiffer. They do drop open a little, but you gotta engage them to get them the rest of the way open. You could fish a fish tape through there and have a fish tape puller if you wanted to. Warning, do not use on live circuits. Always wear eye protection. Anyway, always am looking for excuses to purchase new tools. For one thing, for content. For another thing, I just like to explore these tools. This is a hobby. Some of you guys probably hate us YouTubers. Some of you are actual tradesmen, and we got a lot of YouTubers that just spend crazy amounts of money on tools that we barely use, just because it's for the channel or just for our own little collections. Probably drives you crazy. I do use my tools, and I like to have. And actually, real talk, I lose stuff all the time. I have multiples of everything because I'm always without something. I can never find the tool that I need. So I have multiple tool bags. I have multiple places I could go to grab stuff to keep frustration down in my life. There's the old Armed Forces adage, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Well, I have one pair of linemen's here. And I have another pair in my other tools, which makes it that to where I have 2 linemen's, right? So anyway, so these will be moved out. These will go in my electric tool bag. I'm going with all insulated because I don't trust myself, and electricity is scary and dangerous. And I mean, call it what you will, bravery, naivety, foolishness, bravado. I do my own electrical work. I work on my electric stuff because I'm a cheap son of a gun. Nothing really on here of interest. 9.5 inches, cushion grip handle, blah, blah, blah. Well, what do we got here? Aha. So even though I ordered these off of Wiha's site, lo and behold, standards by Wiha in Germany. They're designed to the DIN ISO standards, but yet these are indeed manufactured in Vietnam. And, a sure giveaway would have been the fact that they don't say made in Germany anywhere. And when they are, they say it. So, whoops. I thought I was getting a German. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think Wiha owns that manufacturing location in Vietnam, and so it's not as though they're just outsourcing this. They own the factory, and they're. This seems to be really good quality. The fit and finish looks good. Everything looks nice and clean, and I can't wait to use these. We've got the cross hatching up here. There is, if you can see there's a bit more of a grab, it's a bit longer of a grabbing point than on the Kleins. Well, we got the Kleins, they got that American flag on them. I like seeing that. So anyway, got that. And the Wiha voltage detector. Let's open this thing. It's nice that it comes with some Duracell batteries, not some kind of, I think it's Duracell. Yeah. Not some kind of a cheapo battery. They give you some nice, yeah. So let's see, let's look at the features. We've got audible alarms if signal is viable for indicating voltage strengths. Okay. Visual voltage strength meter for precise voltage location. We've got LED, auto on off, auto on off. That's the thing, because on the last generation of this, it didn't have that auto on off. And it looks like you can turn the sound on and off. Okay. And there we go. Manufactured in China. So, standards comply with Wiha Germany, right? but it's manufactured in China. So that's a little disappointing, but what can you do? We all know that ran out of storage on my phone. Okay, so I was just going to say, we all know that sometimes where things are manufactured doesn't really matter. Sometimes it does. But as long as quality controls are there, we don't have an issue. We just like to see that things are made in environments that seem to be, you know, somewhere that's going to be up to technological standards. Oh, hello. This is pretty loud. Oh, yeah, there's the little flashlight. That will be convenient. Looking down in things, and so you could just turn it right on, turn it right off. Let's see. I just happen to have this right here. Oh! Yeah, so there's the beep, but then there's also, you can see there's just one blue light there. As I move it over, we got another light. I stick it further in. Oh. Yeah. See, we've got even more action. The beep picks up faster. We get more light. So it is sophisticated enough. It's sensitive enough to sense what side of the cable, you know, the hot lead is on. Oh, that's so annoying though. Let's see if I hold that down. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So if you don't want to deal with the beep, you just, instead of just pressing it on with one click, you hold it down until it comes on. And then you just have the lights that show you what's what. Can't, this must be something up with this extension cord. Sometimes it shows, there we go. So yeah. And turn it off. So the last time I turned it on, yeah, so there's the one click and now we have our beep. Turn it off. Hold it on. And there we go. And we are quiet. Okay. Nice feature. If you're working, if any of you go into workplaces to work on things while there's people, like maybe an office nearby or something, it's nice to have tools that you can use on a silent. The feel is fine. It's just got one of these. This is going to fit fine in a little tool bag. This is, I mean, I guess that'd be handy. Yeah, let's see here. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty handy. In a shirt pocket. Yeah, it's a nice low profile. It's tight down to the, but it's about, yeah, it's not a very, I don't feel like it's a very sophisticated way of doing that, but it's fine. It looks good. It works good. There you have it. And as always, Wiha provided a little sticker. We'll go ahead and reprise all the stars of the show here, even though some of this stuff wasn't in the package. We'll bring it all out, get our Wiha on here. Thank you guys for watching. Got any questions about any of this stuff? Please do hit me up. Hit up the comments. I mean, liking and subscribing is awesome. If you did like this video, just just like it. That really helps us. I don't make any money off this channel, but if I'm ever going to do anything with it, I do need to get a few likes and subscriptions. So grace and peace to you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.